Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about Queen Naija and Chris Sales with a special guest of honor. And can you introduce yourself, and then we can get right into the tea for today. Hi. Okay, so the tea for today is the fact that Queen Naija posted on her story, and she was like, whoever looking for CJ, and then she was like, if whoever's been around him should DM her. Because Chris Sales was arrested for aggravated assault and also including causing bodily harm, which is
really bad. That is a very serious crime. So there's three stages of assault. There's just like assault, then there's assault, like aggravated assault, then there's assault causing bodily harm, and assault causing bodily harm usually includes with a weapon, which is why it would be that serious. And for someone with a kid, this is a very serious crime, especially since he has custody issues with the queen. So what's gonna be happening?
I just feel like he wants to lose his kid. Like, honestly, I feel so terrible for CJ because we all remember when CJ was crying because he did not want to leave his daddy's house. Now it's going to be really hard for Chris to get his son back if Queen decides that she actually doesn't want him to be around Chris. Because what is CJ learning from seeing his dad getting arrested, getting mugshots from left to right?
He doesn't have to have seen that happen. I don't think he saw that happen. I feel like Chris, the one thing about Chris that I think I know about Chris is the fact that he's a great dad. And I don't think he's going to be getting into these things while CJ is watching him unless the harm was being done to CJ. And then also another thing that we have to think about here is that Chris is 24 years old. Okay? His brain, our men's brains, not even just men, even women, but men's prefrontal complex, like if you know the shit, is usually not developed until the age of 20, I think 26 or 27. And in the U.S. and Canada, they are trying to come to change the age of majority from, I think it's 19. No, it's 21 in the States, and it's 18 in Canada, but 19 in some parts of Canada. So they're acknowledging that our brains are not developed yet. A person that's 20 something years old has the same brain capacity and thinking capacity than for one of a teenager. So, which is why Chris is making a lot of decisions that are very questionable. We got to think about the fact that Chris and Queen had to grow up pretty fast. Just think about getting pregnant right out of high school. In fact, they were still in high school. So I'm imagining if I got pregnant right out of high school, oh my God, death to that kid. Death to that kid. Because I'm okay.
But I just honestly feel like if you decide that you're old enough to have sex and you're old enough, then I honestly don't have no mercy on you, or I don't feel bad, because once you decide that you want to have a kid and you want to have sex, first of all, then you must have it in your mind that you're okay with raising a child. And secondly, if you actually get someone else pregnant or you're pregnant, then you must magically make yourself mature, because you can't destroy a kid's life because you want to be reckless. I'm sorry. Like, I just have no mercy.
It's not that he wants to be reckless. It's just that he's more likely. Just think about yourself and the kind of decisions you make. You are more likely in the heat of the moment when you're 20 something to make decisions that affect your life. Like a lot. At 30, you're gonna sit and think about that and be like, you have a lot to lose.
But
you're not gonna make those kinds of decisions. I'm not saying that what Chris did is right, but I'm just saying that we have to think about all the other issues that could be causing this. Chris seems to be, there's a lot of people that have came out and said, oh, he's violent. For him to be acting in that way, we gotta think about, okay, he was adopted, yeah? That means, what did he see before he got adopted? Like, what was he around? What was his environment like?
Obviously, we know that there's underlying issues to anger issues. Like, there are
not
underlying
even just anger
stuff.
issues. Just like
the way he acts, like with cheating on, like, he's a serial cheater. But like,
no,
obviously,
he's not a serial cheater.
Well, he was a serial cheater on Queen, though.
That's what. I do not believe that they both cheated. And first of all, Queen cheated first.
Me saying that he's a serial cheater did not relate to me saying that they both didn't cheat. So you went out of the conversation right there.
No. How can you call someone a serial cheater if they didn't cheat first? They got cheated on.
Doesn't change the fact that he's a serial killer.
He told her that he doesn't want her, and she didn't leave.
That doesn't change the fact that he's a serial cheater.
What about her?
Okay, yeah, serial cheater too. Both serial cheaters. But like, I just honestly feel bad for poor little CJ, man. Like, he's just torn between his dad and his mom, and I just hope and I pray for Chris, and I pray that he decides to, I don't know, I don't think people can decide. Like, you just have to grow into that personality, that persona, that person that is more mature and has their head on their shoulder, because you have to grow up fast because you have some other little child that's depending on you, and it's not just all about you anymore and your reckless behaviors. It's about someone else. So you just gotta grow up.
In my mind, I feel like Chris should know better, having grown up in the system, not necessarily in the system, but having been adopted, and just I'm sure he has had struggles of being adopted. You may not even be treated similarly like the rest of the family. You should know what that's like and what you craved as a kid, to know that when you grow up, you want to do better. And then another thing that Chris is not thinking, and if Chris ever gets this video, I'm hypothetically going to pretend I'm speaking to him. I want you to think about your life 30 years from now. Your life 30 years from now, when you have come down, your brain, your prefrontal complex is developed now, everything, your reasoning and everything is on right. Yeah? Let's think about then. You're going to want to take CJ to school. With a criminal record, you can't do that. Hypothetically, if you have other kids, you're going to want to volunteer other schools and be involved in things. You're not going to be able to do anything involving children, involving volunteering, because of your criminal record. And then what? For fighting people, for hitting women, or like
for serving your ego? What? Like, what is it?
Yeah, so like I'm not even going to speak to the ego thing and anything there, because I don't know. I'm speaking from what I'm seeing on the internet, and things that we see on the internet are not always true. We don't know what happened. Literally, Chris, this could have played out so differently. Someone could have hit Chris and he could have hit them back, and they go and say, he hit me and like scratched me. That is aggravated assault, because you did harm them. No? Yeah, but we don't have the picture who hit first, who did what. It doesn't matter who hit first. It matters who went to the cops first. It matters if somebody observed it happen and maybe just saw Chris do it, and then now he's ending up in the system. Or even Parker. I remember in their pranks, Parker used to hit Chris a lot. If you notice, she used to, like, even though it was playfully or whatever, in their pranks, she used to hit. Even Queen used to beat Chris during pranks, like cheating pranks. She would be like, yeah. Even though she's so much shorter, she used to beat. So I'm wondering if she's so much smaller. I'm wondering if Chris just pushes her. That push may not even be that much of intensity, but just because the person's a lot smaller or shorter, they're gonna fly across the room, or like they're gonna feel so much more pain, and then before you know it, Chris was abusive. But see, we're not thinking about what if these women are really aggravating the guy and he just hits them back or pushes them back. Yeah? Or maybe since women wanted to be equal, yeah? You want equal pay, you want equal everything, you want to be treated equally. That means if you hit someone, they should also hit you back.
Damn, girl, you're just going off.
No, I'm not going off.
I just wanted to clarify, when I meant ego, I don't mean like ego as people know ego as. I'm saying ego from a spiritual perspective, in the sense that like everything that's external to our soul is I don't even want to go into it, but is the ego, and anything that most materialistic things or external things are ego based anyways. Mm-hmm. But that's besides it.
But you cannot blame someone for their literally undeveloped brain part and tell them, because you have a kid, you must mature. But part isn't there. It isn't there. It can't do that.
Okay, well, this video is getting too long for my comfort. So, like, if you guys want more of my friend here on my channel, just let me know and we can make more videos, because we do like to talk, we do like to argue, and we do like to put our perspectives out there. Even if we have differing perspectives, we respect each other's opinions, and we just like, seeing things from each other's side or view or perspective, because perspective is power and perspective is everything. So, don't be shy to have intelligent and respectful conversations with people that will enlighten you and help you see things from different perspectives. Like I said that word so many times. So have a nice day. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and let me know what else you want me to talk about. Ciao. Bye-bye. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about